air, fire, earth, water. For 1,000 years, the world lived in harmony, made possible by the Avatar, master of all four elements. When one Avatar dies, their spirit and powers live on in another body, making them reincarnated. Fire Lord Sozin, who wanted to conquer the world, saw the Avatar as a hindrance. He didn't know who the Avatar was, but knew that he was to be born in the Air Nation. Aang, a kid in the Air Kingdom, is seen floating in the air with his airbending skills. His friend named Gyatso comes and calls Aang down. Aang floats down from the sky, showing off his airbending skills to the kids on the ground. Brother Gyatso is asked by the council if he had told Aang that he was the Avatar. Gyatso says that Aang is still only 12 years old, but the elders request Aang to be sent to the other nations for training. Gyatso takes Aang to the statue of the last Airbender Avatar and is told that he is to be the next Avatar. Realizing the burden on his shoulders, he requests not to be the Avatar, but Gyatso says otherwise. Aang is seen talking with his friend named Appa, a flying bison. He seeks to clear his head in the sky as he sits on Appa. They fly to the sky as the scene takes us to the ground. We see Fire Lord Sozin and his men fly to the sky with fire bending. A comet flies through the sky every 100 years that gives the firebenders a significant amount of power for one night. The firebenders land on the air temple, they attack an airbender and he falls to the ground. He gets up and fights back using his airbending skills. Aang is seen flying on Appa. There is a storm in the sky, so they fly closer to the sea. The sea waves start to roar as they plan to head back home. The airbender fighting the firebenders dodges a fireball and counter the attacks. The firebenders hit the airbender with the 4 fireballs as he is thrown to hit a statue. He lays on the ground as the firebenders completely burn him to the ground. Gigantic fireballs are being thrown to the airbenders, destroying their town. Gyatso takes the air bending kids to a safe place. The firebenders come in as Gyatso uses air to push the firebenders back and they find it hard to break through. Sozin uses fire to cover his body and passes through the air and uses a fireball to hit Gyatso. Gyatso blows air as Sozin releases fire. The fire defeats the air as Gyatso dies. The sea waves swallow Aang as he is seen drowning with Appa. Aang's eyes glow as he enters the Avatar state. A state where an Avatar will have the power of 1,000 benders. He puts his fists together as he freezes himself. 100 years later, the Fire Nation had already conquered almost all of the world's nations. A girl named Katara of the Water Tribe finds it difficult to bend since most of their masters have been killed. She goes fishing with her elder brother named Sokka. Sokka sees that their boats are moving fast and he compliments Katara. Katara says that she wasn't the one bending the water when their boat starts moving extremely fast. It hits an ice as they fly to land on it. The boat starts moving away as Sokka says they are screwed. Katara tries using water bending to bring the boat back. The duo see a weird round ice glowing. It shoots light into the sky and we see the son of the new Fire Lord named Zuko in a ship. He gets a sign that the Avatar is reborn as totems that signifies the Avatar's power begin to have bright lights on them. Aang comes out of the ball with his tattoos glowing. He falls to the ground and Sokka takes him to the water village. The eldest lady says that Aang is an airbender, but others do not believe, saying that airbenders have been extinct for 100 years. Zuko and his uncle plan to go where the light came from, planning to go to the nearby town which is the Water Tribe. Aang wakes up and Sokka points a spear at him thinking he is the enemy. Katara comes and see Aang floating in the sky while screaming Appa's name. He blows a whistle as we see Appa flying to Aang and it lands. Aang goes and hugs Appa as he introduces it to Sokka and the others. Aim tells the story of how he was stuck in ice to the old lady and the villagers. They tell him that all of his airbending people have been killed by the Fire Nation. He goes outside after hearing that his people had been killed. Zuko is seen training as he plans to face the Avatar alone. His perception of the Avatar is but an old-looking strong bender. Aang and Katara goes to Katara's hideout. Aang shows a thing or two about bending to Katara. She manages to focus as she bends water from the lake. Just then, they see the Fire Nation's ship approaching them. The old lady confronts Aang and says that he is the Avatar. Sokka gets mad as he says that the Avatar ran when they needed him the most. Zuko comes and tells the Water Tribe to give up Aang, and Sokka goes outside. He demands that Zuko leaves with his men, and Zuko also tells his men to destroy the Water Tribe. Sokka requests the fight to be fought between leader to leader. They fight as Sokka dodges Zuko's fireballs. Zuko hits Sokka with a fire kick as Sokka hits the ground. Sokka dodges most of the attacks but isn't able to land a critical hit. Zuko intensifies his attacks as Sokka plans to retreat. Zuko hits Sokka with a fireball as Sokka is seen helpless. Zuko plans to finish it when the Avatar uses airbending to blow Zuko and his men away. Next on the Avatar, Aang dodges a joint attack from the Firebenders and counters with an attack of his own. He sacrifices himself to go with Zuko so that the tribe can be spared. Sokka and Katara fly on Appa to go save Aang. Like and subscribe to watch the next part of this recap.